EXPM Robert Fico will replace a technocratic government that supports Kiev against Russian invasion. Former Prime Minister Robert Fico's leftist populist party won the parliamentary elections in Slovakia. Carried out in a campaign with two open messages: there is no support for Ukraine and there is no more sanction against Russia. Fico's Smer SD party shook the president on Sunday to start negotiations to replace a technocratic government that supports Kiev against Russia's invasion. The parties that are likely to join new coalition are the left-wing HLA party, which won 14.7% of votes, and an ultra-nationalist Slovak National Party, an open Russian group of 5.6%. Liberal, pro-Western New Progressive Slovakia Party was a second away with 18% of the votes. The leader European Parliament Michal Simka, Leader of Parliament, said he respected result his party. But bad news for Slovakia, he said. Isn't there any more help to Ukraine? Slovakia is a member of the NATO military alliance, which supports Ukraine against Russian President Vladimir Putin, but sympathize with the line of Moscow that Moscow wants to destroy it. 59-year-old Fico said that Slovakia has greater problems than the Ukrainian problem, including the energy prices and living costs, but that his party will do everything possible to start peace talks. He promised to stop supporting. We do not change that we are ready to help Ukraine in a human way, said Fico. Which analysts think that Hungary is inspired by the EU of the EU. We are ready to help the state's reconstruction. But you know our opinion on arming Ukraine. At a press conference in the past, Fico opposed Ukraine's proposal to join NATO and said he opposed saying that it would be the beginning of World War II. In August, the war did not begin a year ago, but in 2014, when Ukraine began to kill Russian citizens, Donbas and Luhansk began to kill Russian citizens. He said, we must tell whole world freedom has come from east. War always comes from west so far. Slovakia. 5.5 million people created in 1993 after the disintegration of Czechoslovakia. Was a loyal supporter of Ukraine since beginning of war in February last year. Bratislava has opened refugees who escaped borders, and NATO's military support was an important logistics center in their efforts to move to Ukraine. Slovakia won the first 5 European donors to Kiev in terms gross domestic product. Donated more than half the MiG fighter plane and dozens infantry vehicles. This is ending with result of the elections, said Wojciech Szilski, political analyst and president of Visegrad Insight think tank. And Ukraine and Western allies will be questions about how much intelligence can be shared with Slovakia without the risk of endangering leaks and transportation routes, Szybelski said. Szybelski added that this change in Slovakia's policy would have a political impact by violating a united front between European countries in support